Today we're talking about specific person, how to get contact, how to get your ex back, and when they are back, how to get the commitment that you want. So let's get into it, guys. Hello everyone, my name is Al and welcome to my channel Simply Create with Al. And if you're new here, please go ahead, subscribe to my channel. I am here making manifesting easier for you, sharing all my tips and advice so that you can use them to create the life I've always dreamed of. And if you're in need of coaching, go to my description box, all information is there. But right now, let's talk about something really interesting. Today's topic is specific person, and we're going to start talking about contact because I know so many of you guys, I know contact. So I think it's important to know how we create these situations and how to get out of it, okay? The thing with no contact is not always that's your assumption that your person is ghosting you or is going to ghost you or is not going to reply. That's not always the assumption that you have. But the assumptions you have create that situation. For example, you could think my specific person doesn't like me anymore. My specific person is never going to forgive me. My specific person thinks I am annoying, I am boring. Or what often happens is my specific person is getting distant. My specific person is pulling away. That's how we create situations like no contact at all, okay? Because our ego takes everything personally. Everything. So if someone isn't replying, there has to be something wrong with me. What is wrong with me? Okay. If someone is pulling away, why they're pulling away? They don't like me. They don't want me. They don't want to have a relationship with me. But it's not true. Okay. First thing that you have to have in mind is for what you are observing in your 3D, there has to be many possibilities for what's going on. So instead of going to the worst case scenario, what you should do is stop for a moment and realize, oh, I also have times where I'm full of things to do. I'm so busy. I also have moments where I have to deal with family problems, friends' problems, and not always I want to talk about it. Sometimes we are so stressed out at work. We have a project that we need to come to an end. The deadline is approaching. Whatever it is, okay? And not everyone talks about it. So why are you taking this personally? When you observe something like that, what you should do is just say, that has nothing to do with me. Has absolutely nothing to do with me. My specific person's probably busy dealing with other things. Okay, maybe it's work, maybe it's family, maybe it's friends. Maybe they're just worried about things that I don't know, but it has nothing to do with me. Okay, they are going to figure this out and they're going to come back because they want to be my life. They like me, they love me, they like to be around me. So, if right now you're in the situation where you have already created a no contact situation, what you should do is whenever you decide to affirm or visualize whatever you're doing, okay? And let's say you're affirming, my specific person contacts me all the time, right? These are not just words. What you should be clear about is, how would it feel if my specific person contacted me all the time? Maybe you have experienced it in your life with that specific person. So consider that feeling inside of you, right? How does it feel? I feel peaceful, I feel chased, I feel loved, cared for, whatever it is, you know, whenever you are repeating those affirmations, think about that feeling. What we are doing is trying to reprogram our subconscious mind, okay? Because when you feel something, when you react emotionally to something, your subconscious mind does not know, is it past or is it future? Because there is no past or future for your subconscious mind. It is, you are reacting to something that is happening right now, right? So if you keep doing this when you are affirming, one day you are going to shift from lack to abundance, from not having contact to having contact. And whenever you think about that affirmation, you're going to feel that way automatically. And when that scale tips to abundance, right, you have the person in your life, they are contacting you all the time. Guess what's going to happen? They are going to contact you because that's what you are creating. You are living in a reality where you are in a relationship with your specific person, or you are in contact with your specific person. So it has to show up for you, okay? So try this and try to change your mind, the way you see things, okay, from now on. Your perspective, your assumptions, they matter. And that perspective or that assumption, they can change. They change all the time. When we are trying to get an ex back, we often get hung up on circumstances or the old story. Whatever it is, let me tell you, it doesn't have to be that way, okay? For me, what I do is I just see things like that relationship that I had with my specific person did not work out. It wasn't the relationship that I wanted to be in. And I come to that realization right after the breakup happens, or before, but right after is when I tell myself, it's okay that it's over. I didn't want to be in that relationship anyway, right? Because there are some things going on. You're either chasing your specific person all the time and you're getting nothing. So in this way, do you want to live like that? Do you want to be in a relationship like that where you are giving 100% and getting 20% in return? Who wants to be in a relationship like that, right? So I realized that and I tell myself that's not the relationship that I want to be in, or that's not the specific person that I want to be with, right? Now I know about manifesting and I know that I can get whatever I want, and I know that I can change my specific person by changing my assumptions about my specific person. So some of my clients know that. I call it the evil twin. So I'm like, that person that is in my life, that is gone, I don't want that person in my life. If you want to be in my life, then you have to be this and this and this and this and this way. So what I do, I write down, how do I want that specific person to be? Okay, loving, caring, everything goes smoothly and effortlessly. Whatever you want, right? So you write that down, that's your statement. And then I focus on that new relationship that I want to have with my specific person. I don't want to pick up where we left off. I want something new. I want something better. That's why I see this as a complete new relationship. And when you see this as a complete new relationship, then we start from different space, okay? That old story doesn't matter. It's long gone, right? Long gone. When you make yourself clear of what you want in that relationship, when you make yourself clear on how your specific person has to be, you basically are saying, you are only allowed in my reality if you are this and this way, okay? That's it. If you don't want to be like that, you can go. I don't care, okay? And trust me, this is something that I do myself, because I make it clear to myself that kind of relationship with that person is not what I want. So I call it the evil twin, right? And I want the good twin, the one that I am creating. When you want to get your ex back, what you have to do is you have to let all the backstory, all the baggage go. It has to go. You cannot create a new relationship repeating the same old story. You cannot, okay? So don't even try. Another problem in manifesting an ex could be the attachment to the end result. Some people are so attached to it that that's exactly what is preventing the manifestation to come in. Attachment is something that you need to be really careful with. You have to understand it's like putting that specific person on a pedestal. That's why when I feel that it's done, then I go do other things, I go and have my life. I get to know people. Maybe I don't go dating or something like that, but I am open to get to know other people, to go to a concert, to have fun with my friends. Imagine if you, for example, was your specific person and you knew the moment I want to go back to that person's going to take me back. That person is at home crying for me, waiting for me. Would you hurry? I would say, okay, I'm going to do whatever I wanted to do when I couldn't do because I was in a relationship. And when I'm done, then I come back to that person. That's how I would think. If you don't have a life, if you're choosing not to have a social life, not to experience anything, trust me, they know. They're like, okay, when I want to have that person, I'm going to have the person. I don't need to hurry. But if you're out there living your life, having fun, doing your thing, you create that idea, I want to be a part of that. I wonder what's going on. Are they seeing other people? Are they doing this and that? I already talked about that right here, that all my exes were like, oh, how dare you, how dare you go out and have fun and go to concerts and do this and forget me so easily. No, I didn't forget them so easily. I didn't forget them at all, but I'm living my life, There is only right now. I'm not going to stay home stuck, thinking about someone else. I'm living my life. If you want to be a part of it, great. If you don't want to be, great. And when you're busy living your life, you are not thinking about the end result. It's going to come, okay? It's like, I know it's going to come. I don't have to worry about it. I know it's on its way. I know I'm going to get what I want. I just don't know when. And I am not going to waste my time here waiting for them, right? I'm going to live my life. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to travel. I'm going to see my friends. Whatever you want to do. But that's why it's so important, right? To detach from it and stop noticing time, looking at the 3D. Trust me, when the signs come in, you are going to know. You are going to know. So you don't have to go look around what's going on if you are seeing signs or not. You are going to know. And you know what? When you do this, the moment you decide to put yourself first, to make yourself a priority, to go out and do your thing, and don't force yourself to think about them, make it happen naturally, is the moment that they come back. The fastest manifestations that I have had were when I was not thinking about it. The fastest manifestations were when I just said, okay, it's done, next. Okay, then 5 minutes later, things happen. Next day, next week. Take a look at detachment and just let go of the old story. Okay, this is going to bring you further and change your situation. Now the ex is back and you want to be in a committed relationship with them. You want them to seal the deal, to take you off the market. But there is a but there. If you have been in this manifesting journey and you have just started manifesting and you are not doing what I tell you guys, try to manifest all the things so that you can see things changing in your reality, and you can have, you know, faith. You can trust the process. So you haven't done that, doubts can come up, and you start asking yourself, did I really manifest that? Is this just coincidence? Are they going to stay? Are they going to leave? Are they going to ghost me again? Are they going to disappear off my life? And when you are doing that, you start changing your reality again. So you have to understand what I say, right? They can hear what you are thinking. They just think that that's them thinking that. So what happens when you start going in this up and down journey? You are sending them in the same up and down journey. And sometimes they break up again, okay? Because they start thinking, is it really what I want? I could be doing other things. So we have to stop doing that. Because if you want to get the commitment, if you want them to be like crazy about you and to want to be with you and no one else but you, then you have to be clear of what you want, and you have to stick to that thought. Whatever happens, and I don't care if they haven't contacted you in a week, or if they are being distant again, whatever happens, you cannot focus on that, because whatever you focus on grows. So what have I said in the beginning? Pay attention to your assumptions, you know, take a look on how you are looking at this. There could be so many things. Or maybe they need some time, you know, they need to think about things, or whatever it is. Just do not make it personal, okay? Focus on that amazing relationship that you want to have with them. You are going to get what you are focusing on. And if you're focusing on lack, that is not going to come in. If you got to a point where you have the contact, okay, and you have the possibility of a relationship, that's all you have to keep in your mind. That's, you know, that's what I want. I want the perfect relationship, the commitment, the ring, the wedding, whatever you want, the kids. That's what I'm focusing on. And I know I can have that with that person. I can have that with that person. The world is always going to conform to your assumptions. It's always going to prove to you that you are right, okay? Whatever you want, the universe is always going to say yes. God is always going to say yes. But you have to stop sending mixed signals, because it's not going to judge you, okay? It's not going to be like, oh yeah, they are reacting this way because they have gone through all this manifesting process and creating hot and cold behavior, so now they are afraid that this is going to happen. No. It's going to be like, oh, is that what you want? Yes, yes, yes. So it's always going to give you what you want. The way you tell the universe or God what you want is focusing on something. If you focus on your end, you're going to get your end. If you're focusing on the 3D, you're going to keep creating the same thing in the 3D. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will be here soon.